everyone, and welcome back to Mommy Talk. This is where I like to talk about my life and all things mommy, and welcome to week 21 of my pregnancy vlogs. So if you haven't seen my gender video yet, we are having a baby boy. We are Team Blue, 3 for 3. If you haven't seen that video yet, go and watch it now, and it's a pretty cute video. It's not very long, it's only a couple minutes, but I had a lot of fun putting it together, and Cody helped, and so I think it turned out pretty well. So if you haven't seen that yet, go check it out now, but we are Team Blue, 3 for 3. We're going on 3 boys, so go ahead and go check that out now. And as usual, baby this week is as big as a banana. Look how big it is. If you can just picture like a little baby like this big, like sitting in my stomach. And I'll be holding it in my arm soon. Anyway, so getting really big. This week is as big as a banana. Along with how big baby is, every week I'm going to go ahead and start doing a little segment called What's Up with Baby this week. I don't know why I didn't start doing this before, but every week I'll try and, along with my pregnancy, I'll try and update you guys on what's happening inside with the baby and what milestones it's hitting. What's up with baby this week? Baby at week 21 can now swallow and digest amniotic fluid. It's something that they're hitting a milestone on, and therefore, because they can also swallow and, you know, start drinking that in and everything that you eat, the baby can now get a taste of, which is why they say to eat a lot of like fruits and veggies in this in pregnancy, because they can taste that and then they'll get more of like a affiliation for that, which means that they'll be more likely to be able to want that out once they are born. So if you eat more fruits and veggies, they'll be more likely to eat them once they are born. Weight gain this week is approximately 0 to 1 pounds. I think I remember last week in my pregnancy vlog I said I was about 130 pounds, and I seem to have stayed around there for most of the week. I'm 21 weeks and 5 days today, so I'm running a little late on this, but I did step on my scale today and it did say 131, so I'll probably be like 131, 132 by next week for sure. So, yep, so approximately 0 to 1 pounds this week. Total, it would be around 9 to 10 pounds. Cravings. So speaking of fresh fruits and veggies, most of this week, like I said, I am posting this a little bit late, but earlier in the week I have been craving mostly fresh fruits and veggies. I just like crave like fresh produce, and I still do like a lot. It's mostly like what I tend to gravitate towards. I really like, I don't know, like healthier foods, which is good because, you know, obviously you want to be healthier. But ironically, this week for cravings, I had a huge craving for spicy buffalo hot wings. Like, I don't even really like spicy foods, let alone spicy hot wings. Like, that's just not something that I normally eat, or it's not something that I would choose to eat, even if it was placed in front of me. Even if it was like an option, I probably wouldn't even eat it. It's not just something that I normally like, but at 3 a.m. last night, like I just needed some hot wings, like right then. And I didn't end up getting it, but I was still craving it all the way through till today, so I finally got my hot wings today. And I'm like super excited. I ate the whole thing by myself. Like, I couldn't even believe it. They weren't even that spicy, which was good, but it caused the baby to kick like a ton. So, symptoms this week for pregnancy. I am getting, for week 21, major Braxton Hicks contractions. I can't believe they're already starting this early. I know I started pretty early with Shaden's pregnancy as well. I don't believe that it was this early, but I do remember they started pretty early, so I guess it's just, I don't know if it's just because it's my 3rd pregnancy or what, but yeah, week 21, I'm already getting like major tightening of the stomach, like making me feel out of breath, pretty intense. The first time I kind of noticed them, they lasted for like 5 hours. And I was just getting like it exhausted me, because it was like 5 hours of Braxton Hicks contractions, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just need a break. So not incredibly painful, not like unbearable, but definitely like really intense. Hungry all the time. All I want to do is eat. Even though I don't eat very often, all I want to do is eat. And then when I do eat, I eat like a ton of food at once. Like even today when I got my wings and everything, we also ordered pizza and wings, and I ate like all the wings by myself, like 2 pieces of pizza, drank a can of pop, and then ate some of like the other like boneless wings that we had too. So because they kind of messed up on our order, so we got like a free thing of boneless wings, which awesome, free, like whatever. But so I had a couple of those too. Like I ate like a ton of food. And that's kind of how I am. Like I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just need to eat like all the time. I'm just like starving. So since I'm doing these vlogs, you know, I try to be as real with you guys as possible. And I know that I'm just sitting here in front of a camera and you guys are watching me. I don't even know how many of you guys watch me. I'm putting these out for my records. I'm putting them out for whoever wants to watch me. But I'm going to be as straight up with you guys as possible because I know that maybe if even there isn't a lot of people watching me, there's probably at least one person who's watching me. And most of the pregnancy vlogs that I watch, like, it just seems like the people on the other end of the camera, they just seem to have their lives, like, so together, and their pregnancies are just, like, so perfect. And, you know, of course, the few, like, minor pregnancy-like symptoms or whatever, but this is why I talk about TMI things like constipation and darker nipples and, you know, all the things that make us a little bit uncomfortable, you know, especially for me to talk about, you know, to however many strangers and everything across the camera. But this information needs to get out there. You know, pregnancy isn't just all beautiful, like, bumps and maternity pictures. It's, you know, sometimes it can be scary. Sometimes it can be not picture perfect. And so I try to be as real with you guys as possible. My life is not all put together, and my pregnancy definitely can be a little awkward sometimes. So, and so can my mentality as far as you know, my pregnancy goes. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my worries as far as like this pregnancy goes, because most people are just so, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited, and I just, you know, all I care about is just one healthy baby, and then I'll be so happy. But I have worries, and I'm going to share them with you guys now. So some of my worries that I have for this pregnancy is I do worry, even though this is my third time doing it. A lot of people talk about how they're scared to add, you know, go from 1 to 2 kids. And that is a big transition, I'm not going to lie. And a really big worry of mine when I was pregnant with Shaden, to think about how I could possibly love another human being as much as I loved Parker. Because he was my first baby, he was my pride and joy, he was my everything, and to think that I could love someone else as much as that, you know, it was a really big concern of mine. But I did, you know, you just, that's something that you do, your heart doesn't have to split apart, it just grows bigger. And I think I actually got that quote from my mom. So if you're watching this, Mom, you know, I'm pretty sure you said that to me. But now my concern is not that I won't be able to love this new baby as much as I love my other children, because I now know that I am capable of being able to love more than one human being equally. It's just that I'm worried about splitting my attention 3 different ways. And I'm not even saying that in the fact that, like, oh my gosh, I have to care for 3 children. I'm worried about not giving enough attention to each child that they need and deserve. Like, I'm worried, I mean, already it's kind of hard to be able to sometimes just read a book to, like, one of the kids without the other one getting jealous, or to be able to cuddle one of the kids without the other one maybe feeling left out. And normally it's not really that big of a problem because they seem to coexist fairly well. Like both my boys, they have a pretty decent relationship, and they, like I said, they coexist and they live together like very well. Their relationship is pretty good. But, you know, things change, times change, their personalities change, and so I'm worried about not being able to sufficiently give enough attention to one or more child, and that one or more of my children is going to feel left out, that they're not going to feel as loved. And I know, coming from a family of 3, that I grew up feeling like that quite often. And I don't think it was my parents' fault. I know that they tried the best they can, but, you know, you can only do so much and have to take on the responsibilities of a parent, you know, while trying to maintain, you know, it's like you have to do all these things. You have to give and commit your time to each child while also doing all the cleaning, doing all the laundry, in my case, going to school. I'm not working right now, but, you know, in a lot of cases that you are, you know, you're a working parent. It's a very common thing today. So it's definitely a big concern of mine that I'm gonna not be able to do a sufficient job, and that I'm just gonna, like, fail miserably at that. So I guess we will see. My other big concern, actually is not really that big of a concern, but it's weighing on me for sure, is that I do own 2 cars right now. One is a little sedan. It's a little 98 Chevy Prism. It's a tiny, tiny car, and we actually don't drive that very regularly anymore. We drive mostly my SUV, which is a Ford Explorer. It's a 99 or 2000. I think it's a 2001, actually. I think it's a 2001 Ford Explorer, but it just does not have the room to fit 3 car seats. It has the capability to have three-row seats. However, when I bought it used, and it didn't come with the 3rd row seat. So if I were to purchase that, it would definitely have to be on my own money, and I'd have to find the separate part and install it, which I don't even know. I don't have the money for right now, and I don't think the capabilities of being able to do that right now. So it is a concern of mine that I'm gonna have to upgrade my car, which is not that big of a deal. It's just, I don't know. I just don't know if I'll be able to get the money in time to be able to pay for a new car and be able to fit all 3 of my car seats, because all my kids will be in car seats. 3 kids under 5. 4 and under. So, or 3 4 and under, I'm sorry. 3 4 and under. And they're all going to be in car seats. So, yeah. So it's kind of a concern, trying to figure out what to do. I'm probably going to have to upgrade to a minivan. So, the dreaded minivan that I've been putting off for so long, I'm probably going to have to give in to now. Another worry of mine is that, kind of touched base on this a little bit before, but like, I'm worried that I just won't get everything done in time. Like, with every baby, like, you'd think that I would just feel like naturally prepared because I've already got kids, 2 kids, and they're all boys, and they're all born within the same season. So you'd think I'd just feel like, oh, this is no big deal. But I feel like there's so much to do left, and there's so much to get, so much to buy, so much to prepare for, and I feel like I have none of it done. Like, I literally have bought only one thing for the baby, which is 2 boxes of diapers and the little handprint thing. And of course the outfit that we have in the gender reveal video, if you haven't seen that. And of course the take-home outfit. So, I'm not really worried about clothes. That's not really a concern of mine, because I kept all of the boys' clothes. So I still have all of those, so pretty much all of Parker's clothes that were hand-me-downs for Shaden will now be hand-me-downs for this baby. And so it's not the clothes, it's just everything else. I don't have any baby items except for a bassinet, which I kept from Shaden's pregnancy, and a crib. That's all I got. So I definitely need to get some things, and hopefully soon, because I'm running out of time. I feel so under pressure. I feel like I have 4 months, which kind of seems like a long time, but like in my eyes it doesn't seem very long at all, especially for how fast time seems to be going in my life right now. It just is like zooming by, and I just feel like I'm running out of time. And including a name. Like, that's also another worry of mine, is that I'm not going to find a name in time, because I literally have no name ideas. People keep asking me that, like, so you guys got any names yet? And like, zero. Cody and I don't have any names. And I'm kind of like freaking out that I'm not going to come up with a good one in time. Like, I'll just have to settle for like a stupid one. I don't know. So I know they're just silly, but sometimes your worries are silly in pregnancy, including the next worry that I have, which is labor. Can you believe it? I am scared about labor. I'm worried. Like, I have been through this 3 times, or well, this will be my 3rd time. And so you'd think that I'd be like, it's just something that happens, but no. I am scared to go into labor again, because it is the most painful thing you can ever experience in your life if you are a woman. And if you're a man, well, you will never experience it, but just know, if your girlfriend, future wife, whatever, if she's in labor, like, she is basically breaking her body for you, for your child. It's pretty intense. It's the most pain ever. I like never understood when some girls are like, yeah, my labor was like 3 hours long and it wasn't that bad. People are make such a big deal out of contractions. I'm like, your pain level must be like, your pain level must not have reached what my pain level reached, because 20 hours of labor with Shaden, or Parker, I'm sorry, 20 hours of labor with Parker, 3 days of pre-labor and 10 hours of labor with Shaden. Like, no, it's the most excruciating thing I've ever experienced. And it's because I am so determined to do this all natural this time, it is a little worrisome, because I don't know, it is painful, and I shouldn't be scared, but I am. I probably won't be as scared later on in pregnancy. I'm not quite far enough along to be like at the I don't even care anymore, like I just want this baby out mentality. That will probably come later. So, So I don't think there's anything left else to report on. If you guys have anything else left for me to report on, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below if there's anything that you guys want to hear me talk about, or if you guys have any questions about my pregnancy, your pregnancy, pregnancy in general, raising kids. This is a mommy channel, so I will answer them. If I get enough questions, if I have enough interest, I will go ahead and make like a Q&A video, because I think that would be a lot of fun, and I'll just answer all of your guys' questions. So, like I said, if you haven't checked out the gender video, go ahead and check that out now. If you still want to get your guesses in for like birth weight and stuff like that, the gender portion of it is like done, because you guys already know that I'm having a boy. But you can still get in your other guesses for like height and weight and birthday and time. So that'll still be really fun. And I'm also probably going to be adding my registry to that website soon, so that'll be fun. I'll report on that next video about getting a registry done, because I haven't done it in a long time, because I didn't do a registry or a baby shower for Shaden, and I didn't know what I was doing the first time around. So I will let you guys know my experience about registering for a baby this time around. So I guess that's all I have to report on this week. I will see you next week for week 22. Yay! Bye!